Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aurelia Ramadewinta, and here I am going to present my thesis proposal, which has titled "The Unique Process Towards Sequential Bilingualism Among Fanfiction Readers." Chapter 1: Introduction. The background of the study: there are several cases in researchers' friends who achieved their English from reading fanfiction at adolescent age. The researchers also found out a large online page discussing about fanfiction, with the members coming from different countries and races, but still they speak English as their natural language. There are three previous studies to help this study. The first one by Faisanen, 2018, which focuses on video games as one of the influencing elements for Finnish gamers to learn English. The second one is Al-Khatili, 2019, that finds that the YouTube videos in the English language in learning are useful and able to motivate the learners to speak in English. The last one from Lee, 2017, which discovered that YouTube was identified as the top English learning tool for students by both females and males and used almost daily by the participants. Here are the research gap between the previous studies and this study. While previous studies, all of them aiming for the same subject, the adolescent students or participants, and also ignoring the background check of the subjects and comparing formal and informal language learning. While the studies conjoining bilingualism with factors and the progress, checking the background of the fanfiction reader's identity, and the last one, finding fanfiction readers' perspective toward their English. This study has three research questions. The first one is, what are the contributions of the fanfiction reader's life background toward sequential bilingualism? The second one, what are the processes toward sequential bilingualism among fanfiction readers? The last one, what are their perspectives toward their English after achieving sequential bilingualism? Talking about significance of the study, there are two point of view we can see from this study. The first one is the practical. The result of this study was expected to raise awareness of the possibility of a new way to learn English in a more flexible way outside the class, or we can call it as the formal way to learning. And the second one is the theoretical, that this study was expected to support the existing theory provided by Norton in 2002. Scope and limitation. The study is sociolinguistics-based field, and the scope of the study is the fanfiction readers whose first language is not English and learning English self-taught with fanfiction. Chapter 2, Review of Related Literature. There are 5 theoretical frameworks. The first one is language and identity, and then bilingualism, sequential bilingualism, language and attitude, and the last one is fanfiction. Here's the map to answer each research question. The first one to answer research question number 1 is concerning about language and identity, which has 3 theories from the first one, Green and Oxford in 1995, and then the second one is from Hartshorne in 2018, and the last one is from Norton in 2018, and all of them combined discussing about first the age, the gender, the country, and the first language or the L1 of the participants. And the second one to answer this is question that will going to concern about sequential bilingualism, and that concern will be answered with 2 theories from the first one is Kroll in 1994 and Lightbone and Spada in 2013. And those theories will be discussing about the connection of L1 with target language, obviously English in this case, and the conflict resolution of finding new vocabularies. And to answer the research question number 3, language attitude towards EFL or English as foreign language, the theory will be supported by the Coleman in 2010, and it will be discussing about the perspective toward English and the use of English in the future. Chapter 3, research method. Research design. And here in the screen we can see that the study will be going to use qualitative method, and it will be in descriptive qualitative method form. The data is in the form of sentences and there is no statistic data. And the subject and the setting of the study, the informant should be more than 14 years old in age, coming from countries with English as foreign language, And lastly, able to speak at least 2 languages and English as one of them. And the setting, it will be conducted in Google Form. And here we have data and search of the data. Search of the data, the informant is the informant's answer from the questionnaire, and the data is the transcript of the informant's answer from the questionnaire. Data collection technique and instruments of the study, according to Lia Litosaliti in 2010, there are 5 of them. The first one is the observation, and then interview, questionnaire, task, and documentation. The researcher uses questionnaire as data collection technique for analyzing the answer from the informants. In addition, an online form called Google Form is used to record the answers. Here is the data collection procedure. The first one, the researcher has to spread the questionnaire link in social media such as Tumblr, Instagram, or WhatsApp, and then after the participant are qualified to answer the questionnaire, they will conduct online interview by themselves by typing some answers in the question given, and then after all the questions are compiled, the researcher has to screen and classify the answer. Data analysis technique. According to Miles, Haberman, and Saldana in 2014, there are three steps to analyzing a technique. The first one is data condensation, the second one is data display, and then the last one, conclusion, drawing, and verification. Here in the screen, we have data condensation from the research question number 2. The first, as we can see that we have 3 questions in here, and some of them have paragraphs to answer. Some of them have at least 1 paragraph to ask the answer, and the researcher has to simplify the data. As we can see from the right column, it is a simplified form of the answer. And the second one is data display. Participant, as we can see that participant is age less than 17.4 years old, and she is also female, and she lives in non-English spoken country, which is the researcher tick in no box, and the last one is the first language is not English related family or English close family language. And then here's the data display for research question number 2. Research question number 2. Participant 1, language spoken is Hokkien and Bahasa Indonesia. Recognizing a language, they understand all the words but still stumble upon understanding some words, and they handling difficulties by using Google Translate feature. The research question, also the same, almost the same with the research question number 3 and number 1, but it's concerning about their perspective in English in the future. The last step is conclusion and drawing verification. To answer the research question number 1, which concern about language and identity based on the theories from Green and Oxford, 1995, and Hartstone in 2018, and Norton 2018. These combined theories will help the researcher to find what the elements which help achieving bilingualism. Here's the example for research question number 1. Among 3 factors from language and identity, participant has 2 factors to help them learn English better, which is the age and gender, but not in country. The research question number 2. The answer is from severally long paragraph, and based on the answer of the participant, Bahasa Indonesia and Hokkien are their first or second languages, and both of the language are not in family language English. The participant found that they could learn English by Google Translate. And it's also applied the same with the research question number 3. The answer reveals how English has purposes for the participant, such as to help learn other language or subject, career opportunities, easiness to speak with anyone. That's all for me. Thank you so much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.